nilang matapos ang telenovela. Okay, so, what happened after she got pregnant? Of course, the sympathy goes to her. Right? Ako naman, kailangan I have to still be in the picture. So, nagpaparamdam pa rin ako dyan. I still have to make legal my husband. And, true enough, sabi ko, Lord, will you make a way for my husband to really, for you to bring him back to me, bring him back to our family. And so, I tried to do it my way. I tried to beg, to cry. I didn't eat. Pero pumapangit lang ako. Dami kong acne and all that. Sabi sa akin ng discipler ko, Don, yung mga babae ni Danny, gumaganda sila. Ikaw, di ka natutulog, di ka kumakain, pumapayat ka. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. So doon ko na-appreciate, it's Jesus in me. And so my husband has to see how beautiful I am. Not just on the outside, but really on the inside. So, sabi ko, okay, I have to really be peaceful. I have to be joyful in the midst of the pain and the chaos. And so I really challenged myself, okay, it's gonna be a different strategy, God's way. What is God's way? Okay, sabi ni God, forgive, love unconditionally, kill him with kindness. I killed my husband with kindness. So when I killed him with kindness, I served him. Pag pumupunta siya sa bahay, kumain ka na ba? Wala pong lason. So pag sinerve ko siya, hindi ako nagluluto. Pero okay, kailangan service deluxe, di ba? In other ways. Hindi yung pag dumadating siya, siguro, galing ka na naman sa babae ko, hindi na po ganon. Wala nang ganon. In my mind, I would think, okay, what does a forgiving wife do? Whenever your philandering husband would come home, of course, kailangan nakasmile. Kailangan open arms, He has to see Jesus in me. Now, when your husband comes home to you, what does he see? Who does he see? Who does he see? Kagets nyo, who does he see? Okay. So, that is the challenge. That's why, si Michelle pressured him. Let's get married. Let's get married. Pero, one time, sabi niya sa akin, I'm going to file for annulment. You know what I told you? I'm never gonna give in to an annulment. I'm never gonna sign anything because I'm praying for you and I know God will bring you back to me. Pero makulit siya. Because makulit din ako. Sabi ko, no to annulment. Because I have a powerful God. I'm claiming the miracle to my prayer. Until one night, he came home, mainit ulo niya. And then when he got into our apartment, he banged the door and said, go up to the room, everyone. So we all went. I knew in my heart, this is not going to be something I was looking forward to, I was not excited about. Something is wrong. So when we went upstairs, my two kids that time was 8 and 2, okay? 2 boys. So we all went. Ako that time, I was really shaking in fear. Because, you know what? When he said, kasi dun sa room namin, my kids had a collapsible tent. And then sabi niya, go inside the tent. So when we went inside the tent, there's a screen. But since my kids were very small, so parang they didn't look at the screen. Ako, kita ko, level ng eye. So, sabi ko, you know what I saw? That's why I was shaking in fear. I saw my husband holding a gun. Danny had a lot of gun collections, so all shapes and sizes. And I saw him pointing the gun at my 2-year-old son. Why? Because sabi niya, there's a voice in him saying, so that you can get married with Michelle, just kill your family. He listened to that voice. Kasi diba he's into drugs. So he can hear a lot of voices. And so when he gave in to that voice, when he was about to shoot my 2-year-old son, suddenly my son Renzo started laughing. Okay? Because in their minds, siya at yung panganay, they thought we were gonna play. Kasi every time nandun siya, very rarely, so parang, okay, maybe he's gonna spend time with us. And then when he said, just go up the room, not usual. So, akala nila we're gonna play. When my son left, para daw siyang binuhusan ng malamig na tubig. Okay? So, you know, he stopped pulling the trigger. He was not able to continue with his evil plan. What he did was, he ran out of the room, went down the stairs, left the house, went into his car, sped off, and then he had a major car accident. That we were in Camyas, so he had an accident along Xavierville Avenue. And then I received a call, said Danny had an accident. I went to the place where it happened, and then I saw the car was a total wreck. Really, total wreck. So in my mind, really, sabi ko, oh my gosh, what happened to my husband? So when I went to the hospital, syempre, takot na ako, di ba? And then I saw Danny. Pagkita ko sa kanya, grabe, galos lang sa tuhod. Sabi ko, sayang. Sayang buhay. Ba't di mo pa kinuha, Lord? Wala na sana akong problema, na? No, but really, that was another painful experience in my life. You know why? I got there hoping I, would see my husband and take care of him, whatever could have happened. But you know what? He was not looking for me. He was looking for Michelle. So, I left the hospital, and then I said, Lord, even this one, I will choose to forgive. Did I give up? I did not. I still continued to pray. I still continued to hold on to the marriage. And then I said, Lord, will you make a way? Just like the song goes, God will make a way when there seems to be no way. And true enough, God really made a way. So because I didn't want an annulment, God made a way that Danny would come back to us. One afternoon, he had an argument, a conflict with a neighbor in Batangas. He was constructing their family resort in Batangas. So yung neighbor, nakaaway niya, in-armalite niya. Ganun lang naman. Para mabilis, armalitin natin. So in-armalite niya,